I want to introduce to you guys little Naomi Lael, born just 24 hours ago, and the very newest member of the Framed crew. Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Melissa New. Welcome to the hospital and welcome to this week's episode of Framed. So many of you are natural light photographers, but you want to learn studio. And who better to demonstrate the simpleness of photography in the studio than my friend Quavondo. Check it out. Say, check it out.
I was born in Vietnam. We left when I was 5, and I spent a couple years in the refugee camps. Yeah, in Malaysia for a year, and then the Philippines for a year, and then I came to Seattle when I was 7. My first job was actually when I was 7. I was picking berries, 25 cents for a big carton. A day, my family would make like probably $7. Everything has an upside. Yeah, I've always seen things like, glass half full instead of half empty. During recess, nobody wanted to play with me because I didn't speak a word of English. I just played marbles by myself. It was tough. High school, I worked a lot. So yeah, I started working when I was 7, and pretty much I worked all throughout high school, middle school. I was high school freshman president, and then I was senior class treasurer. I just bribed everybody. I actually didn't really get into photography full time until 2007, and that was just like by chance. I was a freelance designer for a startup company, and we needed photos, but they couldn't afford a photographer. I'm like, hey, I'll do it. So I whip out my point and shoot Canon G2 at the time, and I came home that night, and it was like the best feeling ever. Yeah, I woke up the next day, went on Craigslist, bought a camera, and that's pretty much it. I think I bought a 20D at the time. In 2001, I had a picture published in the New York Times. I went to South Carolina and camped out for like a week and took pictures of woodpeckers. And it was published in the New York Times. After I bought this 20D, I just started shooting a lot. And then maybe a couple of months later, I decided to just, quit my job, chop off my left arm, income gone, and just do it full time. Oh, it's so hard to describe. It's just like, it's like asking, why do you love your child so much? Portland is well known for the designers who've won Project Runway. So Leanne Marshall and Seth Aaron. So I've shot both of their stuff. Recently, I just shot for Seth Aaron, his new line, Vogue, and I just shot the cover for ESPN. I was involved with Double Exposure. It was a reality TV show. I used to be an intern for Marcus Klinko and Andrani. They're partners. Marcus called me up and he said, hey, my reality TV show is going to be in production soon. Do you want to come join us in LA? And I'm like, Sure. I just finished post-production for a Naha entry. It's a hairstylist. I just shot another ESPN. I just mailed it in today. I don't think I try and go out there to set myself apart from anybody. I just basically do what comes to my head and what I feel at the moment. I personally think that I'm quick on my toes, and so I'll come into a situation and I'll see something, oh, let's do that, so I'll just do it right away. So if you treat people with respect and bring, a sense of humor to situations, I think it makes everybody, a little less tense. I envision like this mannequin, being packed up in a box. And so that's what we did. We were in a warehouse and she was in a big box of peanuts getting unpacked. I asked somebody that and I was like, what would you describe my style as? And they said, I would say it's bright and crisp. Next week I shot everything dark. I don't think I want to be known as a style. I just want to try different things. Whenever I shoot, I try to implement something different. It makes it more fun. If you're gonna go eat at a restaurant, you're not gonna eat the same thing every freaking day. Order, dessert or something else. Tonight we're gonna shoot Miss Wood. Her clothing line, she just won the emerging designer from Portland Fashion Week this last fall.
I love a fellow tall girl that also has a hard time finding long jeans.
Absolutely.
Right? So you are modeling today.
Yes.
And what's your getup? What are you in?
This is by Miss Wood, and it's one of her geisha-inspired outfits. No, I love working with him. I've never worked with another photographer that was so, had such great guidance and such great energy. The instructions are helpful, and he lets me do my own thing too, which is nice. I actually met him through an advertisement for a local salon and spa, and we kind of just clicked, and we've been working together ever since.
Well, we're excited to see you in the spotlight. Go work it.
I'll try.
I'll do my best. Maddie is superstar in Portland. Every photographer wants to work with Maddie, and I was even honored to sit in the hot seat with Maddie, and she did my hair every morning and she did my makeup, so she made a pregnant girl feel beautified. How the heck did you become so well known in Portland and Seattle and New York?
Well, I just do tons of research and see what the best photographers want from makeup artists, and then I just build my portfolio to reflect that, and that's how I get a lot of my work. And just, being consistent, being on time, having a good work ethic, and being friendly.
Why this lighting? What are you going for? What are you shooting?
Well, when I was thinking of how I wanted to light this, one of the things that came to my mind was a lot of photographers always complain I don't have enough gear, I don't have this and that. And I just want to set up to show you that you could do with just one light. You don't need 27 lights all around you.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do it with one light.
Do you like to keep it pretty simple usually?
I like to experiment.
Yeah.
So, but this time I'm keeping it simple because I want the people at home to know that, hey, I can shoot with just one light.
Heck yeah.
This is a 1DS Mark III. I have a 85 millimeter on.
Is that your go-to lens?
No, I tend to use either the 24 to 70 for fashion, and sometimes I use the 85 for if I know I'm going to do some portraits plus fashion. My ISO is 100, shutter speed is 160, and the aperture is 5.6.
What about your white balance? Do you like to do most of that in post, or do you?
Yeah, I tend to be okay with setting it on auto and then just do it in post, because sometimes it's so easy to change nowadays. I have a gray card in my bag, but I never use it.
You never use a gray card?
No. For this one, I decided to use a grid on my light because her stuff is kind of dark right now, and I want to go with that tone. So I wanted the mood to be a little darker. The grid helps the light not spread so much. Beautiful. And then let's switch up the stance really quick. Give me a front on. There you go. That's great. Oh, that's beautiful. Hold it right there. There you go. Yeah, I tend to set my focus, select on her eyes, and then if I have to, I'll recompose the image. Let's go more on the crazy side. Keep moving.
You don't give her a lot of direction. You just kind of let her do her thing and then add in your 2 cents.
Yeah. It's kind of like a dance, you know. She's my lead partner. She's the one who's like guiding me, and I'm just following her.
Yeah.
And then we're dancing together. That's their job.
Yeah.
I don't want to like tell her what to do and like influence how she's doing. She's gonna come in here. She's gonna bring what she's got, and then I'm bringing what I got. So it's like a collaborative, dance. When I feel like we've gotten enough of something, I'll suggest do something else. Do something crazy.
Did you get what you wanted?
Yeah, I think so. It was, we just messed around and had fun.
Yeah.
Did you have fun, Jessie?
Absolutely.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Everybody's having fun.
One thing that's really unusual and original about your work is that you do your post-processing. So where did you learn your techniques? And
I designed websites for like a couple years, and I switched over to graphic design. And they pretty much use the same like software. Even though, as a graphic designer, you use Photoshop totally different than a retoucher. So, I had to like learn basically, from scratch, but I knew what the tools did. So. I don't do all retouching by myself yet. So it's a teamwork. Sometimes I'm so busy now, I send it out and people do like, the basic stuff for me, like skin and makeup and hair and stuff like that. And then I get it back, and then I'll spend like time on it, put my own influence on it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm very flattered.
Should be.
Oh, thank you. All right, now get out. Just shoot as much as you can. Whatever comes to your brain, do it. The best way to learn is just by trial and error, by learning from your mistakes. If you sit there and you're afraid of trying it out because you don't want to fail, and that's failure right there. Just keep shooting. The world is like filled with things that can inspire you. Shoot, and don't be afraid. Estoy tan a Quavondo, so it might be framed.
Perfect. What I love about Quavondo is that every one of his photo shoots are fun. He's always got music playing. He's always trying to have a party in the studio, and he's a total blast. Thank you, Quavondo. Thank you, Maddie. Thanks to the models. You're all awesome. Next week, is it even possible to make a regular stay-at-home working mom into a supermodel? Next week is a total party. You don't want to miss it. It's time to announce the winner of last week's photo contest. It was Frame Your Best Shot, category Drama. And the winner is... Congratulations, you just won some fantastic giveaways from Artsy Couture and Photography's wall display guides. Nice work. And of course, we would not leave you hanging without another giveaway this week. Go to frameshow.com for the rules. Say bye, Naomi.